Hey, everybody. Listen, welcome. It's Mic Drop Monday, and I'm ready to drop the mic. I can't tell you how excited I am about tonight and how excited I am to share something that I think is going to be really riveting. I believe that what I'm going to share tonight. It might cause you to feel some kind of a way. But I guarantee you that it is going to help you and it's going to position you to prosper in your purpose. And so I want everybody that's on to do me a quick favor and share this out. If you need to take a screenshot and put it inside of your IG story, if you need to text the YouTube link or the Facebook link, share it on your page, tag your friends, get them on because I'm feeling real Tupac-ish tonight. And there are some things that you were hoping I was going to be on tonight. I'm on. I feel like dropping the mic and it's going to be one of those awakening times. Now this is going to be one of those mic drop Mondays that might not make you feel all tingly on the inside. This is probably going to be one of those mic drop Mondays that might, get you in your feelings just a little bit. But I just believe that it is a requirement. I think it's necessary for us in the season that we're in, and also in the season of where we want to be. This is going to be so necessary, and so. I am not holding back any punches, and I'm gonna be snatching edges and grabbing wigs and ruffling feathers and all that good stuff, but in a good way. It is to help you get positioned to prosper in your purpose. So hello and welcome everybody to Mic Drop Monday. I am Dr. Alisa Harney. I am the empowerment specialist. I'm a coach. I'm a strategist. I'm a mentor. I'm a prophet. I'm an author. Just a lot of things, but I'm passionate about helping to get you positioned to prosper in your purpose. One of my objectives, especially now, is helping and assisting leaders, today's leaders, in increasing their performance, their profit, their profits, their progression with sustainable wealth strategies, and so that they can have some progressive sustainability, not just be a one-hit wonder, as you guys have heard me say before, not just have one hit and wonder what in the world happened, but I help with progressive sustainability so that you can obtain it, sustain it, and retain it, and as well as maintain it. And so that's who I am, and that's what I'm called to do. I see you guys jumping on. Listen, I can guarantee you that tonight is one of those nights where you're going to want to share this, because I think this is the wake up call that we need. This is the aha moment that we need. I think sometimes for us to prosper in our purpose, sometimes we need to be prayed through it. Sometimes we need to be pulled through it. But sometimes we need to be pushed and pinched. Sometimes we need a shake, shake ourselves loose so that we can stop being stagnant and still, and we can move in the direction of what we're called to do. So do me a favor real quick. I haven't done this in a while. Put in the comment section where you are watching from. I would love to know where you guys are. Even if you're watching the replay, hello and welcome. But let me know where you guys are watching from, because I want to know. I see San Angelo, Texas is in the house. Hello and welcome. Just kind of wanting to, you read the room and get a feel for where everybody is. Dallas, Texas. So Texas is up in here deep tonight, especially if you're watching for the first time. Let me know that as well. Florida, New Jersey. I see you guys in the house. Virginia, Georgia, Massachusetts, Illinois, New Mexico. Man, y'all, Atlanta, Dallas. Y'all are in the house. And Atlanta. I see you guys. Texas is in here real deep tonight. Maryland is in the house. Thank you guys for participating in that. New York is in the house. And I'm so grateful. Canada, Wilmington, North Carolina, Illinois. I see y'all. Thank you guys. Again, Canada again. Awesome. Thank you guys for popping in, because I think that tonight is going to really give us some clarity and some comprehension. McDonough's in the house, Chicago, Connecticut, Cali in the house. I think tonight is going to really give us some clarity about where we are. One of the things that I do, especially as I mentor and coach, is I give language for the level that we are in. I think a lot of the times, as we're going through our lives, as we're going through different things, Arkansas is in the house. I see you. We don't have language for where we are. People are not really able to speak to our now and then propel us into our next, because people really don't have a gauge, whether it's because we're not telling the truth about where we are, or whether people are just not really able to discern it. People don't really have a gauge on where we are. So it's really difficult sometimes to find people who can give us language for the level that we're in, and to give us words that put us right where we are. Like, where am I? I need you to locate me right now and talk to me in my right now. I get it. There's my past and there's where I want to be, but what about where I am right now? That's what we're dealing with tonight. And so I'm so excited about tonight. Thank you guys for coming on, and really make sure that you guys are sharing. I mean, if you can think of somebody tonight that needs to be in, Mississippi's in the house in this convo, get them in, because I think tonight is going to be one of those, you're going to, feel some kind of way, but I believe that it's going to propel you to a different level of your life. So let's get started. Thank you all again for coming on and joining me for Mic Drop Monday. I'm so excited anytime that I get an opportunity to share, anytime I get an opportunity to teach. Y'all know I love to teach, and I love to give us implementable, executable strategies for our lives, for giving us language for our lives, giving us strategies to help us move towards the different level of success. And so that's where I am. My hometown's in the house. Virginia's in the house. Mississippi's in the house. Pennsylvania's in the house. Thank you guys for joining. Jamaica is in the house. Hey, y'all. I'm so excited to see you guys on Facebook and YouTube that are joining in. So let's deal with it tonight. I had this message, this segment that I wanted to do tonight, and I've done a variation of it a few years ago, but it came back up in my spirit, and I said, you know what? If this is bothering me, if I've had to deal with it, or if I'm having to deal with it, I can guarantee you there are some people that are dealing with this same stuff. And it's funny. I was talking to my mom earlier. She's on tonight, and about 20 years ago, she had preached this message that was very similar to what I'm dealing with tonight. And so tonight I'm dealing with get your butt out of the way. Can I just say it like I'm from Georgia? Get your butt out the way. But get your butt out of the way. We're jumping in. I told y'all need to be sharing and tagging some folk in here tonight, because again, I feel a little Tupac-ish tonight. We're gonna lean into this thing and dive in. But my mom preached her message about 20 years ago about move your butt so God can move. And so tonight I have a different variation of that same message. Get your butt out of the way. And I think sometimes we need to have an awakening. We need to have a wake-up call. We need to have a shaking so that we can understand what is it that is keeping us in the same place. What is it that's keeping us from manifesting at the next level? What is it that's keeping us in this cycle of inertia where there's motion but no movement? Well, tonight I'm going to deal with it. Get your butt out the way. And if I could, I feel like I'm taking a text. If I could use for a subtopic tonight, I would call it the exclusion of excuses. The exclusion of excuses. The exclusion of excuses. We're going to deal with how our excuses exclude us from the things that we want, the things that we need, the things that we desire in our lives. And it has everything to do with our butt. So we're dealing with our butts tonight. We are going to deal with our butts. It might be uncomfortable. You already feel the confirmation. I'm going all the way in tonight. I hope you guys are sharing, because it's going to be really good. But get your butt out of the way. We're dealing tonight with the exclusion of excuses. And it's going to be one of those things where you guys that know me know that I teach internal inventory, external evaluation, and then atmosphere assessment. Well, tonight we're going to begin with internal investigation, and we're going to deal with what's happening on the inside of us. And so a lot of the problems, a lot of the issues we have, and can I just help y'all? It's a butt problem. It's your butt. I just want to go ahead and help you. I know y'all wanted to be deep, and y'all wanted to be something that's gonna help you feel some kind. No, but it's your butt. Get your butt out of the way. And so we'll deal with the exclusion of excuses. So let's begin. You guys know I like to teach real good, and we're gonna deal with two components. I'll say this, and I'll tell you the reason why I'm taking this approach with this segment tonight, the exclusion of excuses, because the people that I naturally attract are kingdom people who happen to be entrepreneurial. They are trailblazers, they are pioneers, they are leaders, but they're in the kingdom. And so I want to address two sides of this issue. I want to deal with the biblical side of this, because I know sometimes kingdom people won't move if you can't find it in the word. And then I want to deal with the philosophy of this. And so we're going to navigate, if you will, walk this thing with me. We're going to walk through the word, and then we're going to deal with the philosophy of excuses. And I want to talk about how our butts always create problems. Our butts become barriers. Our butts become barricades, and our butts can become bondage. Man, I already feel myself dropping the mic. Is your butt a bondage? All right, I'm going in already. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but is your butt a bondage? And so tonight we're dealing with get your butt out of the way, and we're really going to dig into the exclusion of excuses. And so on the one end, like I said, I'm going to give us some biblical foundation for this, and then I'm going to shift over into my language, where we deal with the philosophy of excuses, and why this is bothering us, and why we're not able to see the manifestation of the things that we want to see. And so exclusion, let's deal with it tonight. I'm going to take my time with this if I can, and I want to really make sure that I teach real good for y'all tonight. But let's deal with it. Let's begin. Number one, we're talking about exclusion. So when you think about exclusion, the word exclusion means to shut or to keep out, to prevent the entrance of, to shut out of consideration and privilege, to expel. Right? When you start thinking about exclusion, you're getting left out of something. You're getting left behind. You're not being able to participate. You're not being able to be included. A lot of us already, if I can just help y'all, a lot of y'all deal with rejection and abandonment issues, right? We have those things that we deal with in the natural, but can I tell you that some of it has everything to do with your butt? It's your butt. Your butt is a bondage. So let's deal with it. When we think about exclusion, exclusion is primarily about barriers, buildups, and burdens. Excuses, on the other hand, or a reason or an explanation that we put forward to defend or justify a fault or an offense. We try to use excuses or an explanation offered as a reason for being excused. Let me say this again. An excuse is an explanation being offered as a reason. Right there, that's going to see a lot of us throw excuses out there, and we think that that's it. As long as I tell y'all my excuse, I should be excused. But an excuse is simply an explanation that you offer as a reason that not necessarily has to be accepted. And so we're going to deal with this, because we are masters, if I can tell the truth, of excuses. Well, I can't because I have to do this. Or, oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't do this because, I was doing that. Let me just drop the mic. Excuses exclude. I just need you to hear me tonight. I'm going to be dropping a lot of mics, so I hope y'all taking a lot of notes. Excuses exclude. They will get you put out. They will make sure that you don't have a seat at the table. Excuses exclude. They shut us out of our purpose. They shut us out of our promise. They shut us out of our peace. They shut us out of our prosperity. They shut us out of our profits. They shut us out of our progression. And so what should have been a breeze is now a burden. I just want to talk to y'all tonight. I'm talking about get your butt out of the way. What should have been a breeze is now a burden. One more time for y'all in the back. What should have been a breeze is now a burden. See, the word but is a conjunction, right? But is a conjunction that should precede a pivot. I feel like running. I don't want to get too excited, but I'm just going to bring it if I can just bring it. But is a conjunction that should precede a pivot. See, we should be able to say, I almost gave in, but I almost threw in the towel, but I almost didn't make it, but I almost got left out, but except we've misconstrued this thing, and what should have been a breeze is now a burden. Our but, that conjunction should have preceded a pivot, which means every time we've used or should use the word but, what should happen is that we should be pivoting behind that but. Can I ask y'all to do something? Do me a favor and ask your social media neighbor a quick question. What kind of but do you have? Listen, we're gonna get a little personal because I already feel just that I'm gonna go all the way in here. So ask your social media neighbor a question real quick. What kind of butt do you have? Let's just, because we've got to tell the truth in this place. What kind, if I can just ask y'all real quick, what kind of butt do you have? I hope y'all sharing because I'm off the chain tonight. What kind of butt do you have? What should have been a breeze is now a burden. Your butt should have been a conjunction that's preceding a pivot, but all of a sudden it's one of those things that's keeping you in stagnation. It's one of those things that's keeping you silent. It's keeping you still. It's not stirring you up. It's not shifting. What kind of butt do you have? Understand something. And I want to be very clear tonight that responding incorrectly with your butt will cause you to get out of your place, will cause you to forfeit your peace, and will cause you to stagnate your purpose. If I can just help y'all tonight, depending on what kind of butt you have, it might cause you to get out of your place, to forfeit your peace, and to stagnate your purpose. It's about 100 of y'all on here. Keep on sharing because I believe this is going to bless somebody tonight. But depending on the kind of butt you have, it could potentially cause you to get out of your place, to forfeit your peace, and to stagnate your purpose. Excuses exclude. So tonight we're dealing with get your butt out of the way. Excuses do a few things. I want to do it 4 things that your excuses will do. Excuses, number 1, lead to a failure in reaching your full potential. Your butt can cause you to not reach your full potential. I know we like to say it's the haters, and I know we like to say the people don't want me to be great, and I know we like to say, well, you know what, God just didn't want me to have it at that time, or it just wasn't for me, or we want to blame it on the devil. You know, he didn't want me to. He was just trying to. No, but sometimes it's your butt. It's your butt. And so your butt can lead to a failure in reaching your full potential. That's what an excuse will do. Secondly, excuses will cause you to do what I call revel in regret. Revel in regret. What happens? We say to ourselves, oh God, I don't want to live in regret, but that's not true. Excuses, your butt will cause you to revel in regret. I'll tell you how you can tell if you're reveling in regret. If every time something comes up and you quick to throw an excuse, oh, y'all, I sure wish I could have came, but no, I got to stay over here and take care of mama. No, I got to make sure the children, no, I wanted to go, but honey, the way my money looking, I ain't going to be able to do. Y'all go ahead, not this time, because you reveling, y'all better hear me, in regret. Ooh, I wish that could have been me, but you know, I can't be free like the rest of y'all. I don't have that kind of money. You know how you start being a little cynical and you trying to throw a little bit of shade in there. You know, you're reveling in regret. Ooh, that look good, maybe. And listen, y'all try to dress it up real good. See, we got to pull back the curtain on this stuff so that we can be called higher and called to greater. When we try to say it like, ooh, it's one day, I sure hope I wish I could do that kind of stuff, but But then if I go down your timeline, if I look on your IG, I can see you did everything else you wanted to do, but now it's something that's going to cause you to do something, cause you to move forward, cause you to invest, cause you to have to put something out there. Honey, y'all go ahead and spend that kind of money. Y'all reveling in regret. Well, had you took that hair money, had you took that nail money, had you took that new suit money, had you took that fast food money, let me not even go there. But we revel in regret. And so we say things like, I wish I could. Ooh, one day I'll be able to. And all you doing is saying it's your butt. It's your butt. Excuses are growth stunters. You wonder why you haven't matriculated in the area of maturity. It's because of your butt. Your excuses will become a growth stunter, and you're wondering why you're not developing at a certain level. You'll wonder why you're not elevating at a certain level. You're not evolving at a certain level. But the truth of the matter is, your excuses are growth stunters. They are keeping you anchored in a certain arena. And so you're wondering, why can't I see the fullness and the full manifestation of certain things? Well, because your excuse is a growth stunter. And last but not least, excuses, and now this is going to hurt you, but it's going to help you heal, right? Excuses can create generational cycles of poverty. Ooh, excuses are have perpetuity. They can be passed on. Your children can hear you living in the land of excuses, and now all of a sudden they become lame and lazy, and they looking for some kind of somebody else to leverage, simply because they've heard you master the art of excuses. And so excuses can create generational cycles of poverty, and I don't just mean financial poverty, mental poverty. Why don't you see yourself? But why your self-esteem so low? Why are you so down on yourself? Because I've heard you excuse why you won't treat yourself to a good meal, or why you won't treat yourself to a date, or why you don't treat yourself to the next level of education, or why you don't treat yourself to a retreat. Why won't you don't treat yourself right? And so I've been seeing that you make excuses for why you can't get it done, because you're already always sacrificing. Then I'm going to take that same mentality, and what I'm going to become, because I'm watching this work for you, I'm going to become this same person. I am going to start putting myself on the back burner. I'm going to become a martyr, where I self-sacrifice myself. I'm going to be one of those people that's trying to pull everybody together and never have enough for myself. It leads to poverty, generational cycles. I can't hear nobody in the comment section tonight. It leads to cycles of mental, financial, spiritual, generational poverty in certain places in our lives, because we don't understand that excuses have perpetuity to them. Excuses have a level of consistency. You do it long enough, it becomes a habit. You do it any longer, and it becomes something that you've just passed on. Some of y'all are leaving the wrong legacy. You're leaving a legacy of lack, and you're doing it because of your butt. Get your butt out of the way. I hope is this, I know I'm making y'all a little bit uncomfortable, but if it's helping you just a little bit, put a number one in the comment section. I hope y'all don't go home early. Y'all might not ever participate in Mic Drop Monday again, but baby, you gonna get it tonight. My mama said I'm teaching good, so let me just keep it moving. So I'm looking for the ones in the car. All right, y'all in there. Ouch. I'll take the ouch. It's okay. As long as it's pushing you into your purpose. This is how we get to the next level, because we need to understand how potent our butt can be. We need to understand how it can keep us away from some things that belong to us, some things that we want, some things that we desire, some things that we even deserve. But get your butt out of the way. I'm sick of it. We're dealing with it tonight. So I said earlier that there are two sides I want to deal with, because again, I attract kingdom people who have entrepreneurship on the inside of them, leadership on the inside of them, but they're not executing in excellence because they're vacillating. They're trying to convince themselves that they can do it, or that they should do it, or that they can have it. And so I'm going to deal with two components, two sides of your butt tonight. I'm going to deal with it from the biblical arena, and then I'm going to deal with it from the philosophy of excuses, because I want to make sure that we can see tonight. So let's walk through the word, and let's see how our butts create problems instead of progression. See, every time in the Bible, God has called somebody to do something that is going to propel them into prophetic position, something that will force them out of the comfort of complacency, something that would challenge their trust and activate their faith. They always had a but. Ooh, can I just say this again? Because we love saying, "Oh God, if you can use anybody, you can use me." And He's saying, "No, I don't know. You got too much of a butt. You a butt. Oh, that y'all ain't gonna like this tonight. Every time he tried to position somebody into the level of progression, they always had a but. Did not matter how much faith God had in them, did not matter how he gave them a directive, did not matter how he said, I'll have your back, I'll take care of it. They always had a but. Does that sound like you? Didn't matter that God is positioning you, that he said he'll have your back, that he said he'll supply all your needs, that he says that you, because he is within you. No, 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 you just got a but. And so we're going to walk the word tonight. And then I'm going to deal with the philosophy of it, because I want to show you the people, even in the Bible, who lost out or who potentially could lose out if they did not get their butt out of the way, how they could have lost out on the promises, the provision, the promotion. Woo, that was good. The promises, the provision, and the promotion of God because of their butt. Y'all better hear this. Your butt can cause you to lose out on your promises, your provision, and your promotion. Let's begin with the first one. Let's deal with Moses. Now I know we love Moses, but if we think about Moses in Exodus chapters 3 and 4, God attempts to position Moses for leadership. I'm talking to the leaders tonight. Don't fall out. I'm going to give it to y'all tonight. Fall out and then fall right back in. Moses, he's trying to position Moses for leadership, but Moses has a but. Moses says, but they won't believe me. Now that's an excuse regarding his authenticity. I know I'm hurting and helping tonight, but they won't believe me. Some of y'all butts getting in the way. You're thinking I'm not authentic enough. They won't think, I'm who I say I am. No, I'm not real. They're gonna say you fake. You're not real. This is not, I don't believe this. They won't believe me. Excuse regarding authenticity. God said, go, Moses, I'm calling you, positioning you for leadership, but I have no authority. Excuse regarding influence. Some of y'all won't step out because I just nobody listens to me. What are y'all talking about? Nobody, they don't care about who I am. They're not concerned about little old me. Why would I do it? I don't have any authority. Who am I to tell anybody anything? That's an excuse. That's a but. And that but is regarding influence. Let me keep going. I'm off the chain. I hope y'all sharing, because I'm going to give it to you tonight. Then he says, what about my speech impediment? This is an excuse regarding your human frailty. Some of y'all, God says, hey, I'm trying to position you for leadership. Wait, but what about these bad habits I hadn't broke off yet? Well, if you're giving me the excuse, then you mean that I'm not the God that can position you and heal you and deliver you. My human frailty, but God, I'm a procrastinator. But God, I'm still dealing with childhood drama. Listen, that's a human frailty. Then you have the nerve to try to preach to somebody. Is there anything too hard for God? Maybe your butt, because you acting. That's what you throw out every time he tries to position you for your next level. Your butt keep getting in the way. Y'all don't want this kind of teaching tonight. So let's keep going. Let's walk the word. Jeremiah. Oh man, we love Jeremiah. Honey, we love talking about Jeremiah. But listen, all throughout Jeremiah chapter 1, God attempts to position him in ministry as a prophetic orator. God is saying, Jeremiah, before I knew you, I grew you. Jeremiah, I know the plans. Jeremiah, but Jeremiah had a but. Ooh, y'all not going to hear this. But, I get that, but I'm a child. Excuse regarding lack of experience. Ooh, I'm in here tonight. Who is that? But God, I'm a novice. But I'm just starting. But I don't have the experience. But people been doing this longer than me. But I know somebody who already doing it. And but excuse regarding lack of experience. But then have the nerve to say, is there anything too hard? But your butt. Oh, let's keep going. Y'all love the word. Let's walk the word. Let's deal with these buts. Sarah, Abraham's wife in Genesis. God attempts to position her as a mother of nations. Some of you all, God is trying to position you to birth forth in this next level, but you bringing him a but. Sarah says, but I'm old. An excuse regarding resourcefulness. God, I've been in the game too long. Not me. Honey, not me. I don't know all this technology stuff and all of these, but Then she says, but I'm barren. Excuse regarding productivity. I can't produce. Me? I ain't ever got anything right. Me? Oh God, me. I can't even rub two nickels together and make a dime. Me? No, not me. Excuses. Sarah says, but here is somebody more capable than me. Look at Hagar. Excuse regarding inadequacy. Every time we start feeling inadequate, every time we start feeling like we are not enough, every time we feel like we're insufficient and we go to feeling insecure, we start feeling inadequate. God, not me. There's somebody over there better. See, that's the kind of person you need to get to do it. Here's Hagar. Send her in. Let her be the mother. Not me. I got too much wrong with me, but it's quiet in this comment section. Oh, let's keep going. Jonah. Since y'all like to walk the word, let's go. Jonah. Jonah in chapter 1, God attempts to position him as a messenger of deliverance. Ooh, who is that? I just believe I'm called to deliver the people. God has just given me a book and given me a word and given me a nonprofit that's going to deliver the people. But you keep bringing him a but. Jonah says, but I don't want to. At least he was honest. At least he told the truth. At least some of y'all at least trying to make it about everything else. But Jonah at least told the truth. I don't want to. I actually just don't want to. That's excuse regarding will. It has everything to do with submission. It has everything to do with us saying it. But God, you messing up my plans. That's not what I planned to do. But God, I had said I was going to do that in my 30s, and you trying to make me do it in my 20s. But I'm in my 50s, and I had decided that ain't what I want. And but this isn't what I feel led to do. This isn't how my life was supposed to do. But it has everything to do with submission. You don't want to submit your will because you got a plan, huh? Let me help you with something. The Bible says it like this. Many are the plans of man, but it is the purpose of the Lord that shall prevail. You want a but? Let me give you that one. You can have your plan, but the only thing that will prevail is the purpose. But Jonah says, not only do I not want to, those people are awful and they're non-compliant. I don't want to go tell them what you want me to tell them. Jonah was like, no, but they awful. But they mean, they're non-compliant. This is an excuse regarding perception. It's what he thought about people he did not know. He did not know that they were waiting and listening for a word. How many times have you talked yourself out of a promise, out of a promotion, out of your positioning because of what you thought, because of what you perceived? You got to understand something, and I teach this all of the time. Dysfunction distorts discernment. Do you really see what you think you see? And so your but is causing you to see things the wrong way. But then Jonah just said, let me just go ahead and tell the truth. I don't want to because I'm scared. Let's just talk about it. I'm scared. Fear just has me put in place. It just has me put off. It just has me fear. I'm scared. That's your but. Scared. Oh, and let's deal with my favorite. The people. Oh, the people, man, we have a million excuses when it comes to the people. The people. Well, the people. I love this passage of scripture in Luke chapter 9, verse 59, where God is positioning the people for discipleship, right? He's telling the people, listen, I want y'all to become disciples. I want y'all to go out there and do what I'm conditioning you to do. But they said, one said, but I need to bury my father. That's an excuse regarding obligations. I'm obligated to something else. That's my but. But God, I got to deal with these children. But who gonna deal with that? But my daddy be needing me to come check on him. But the church need me to come down there because I'm on the kitchen committee and I'm not sure when they're gonna. But the people said, but I need to bury my father. An excuse regarding obligations. Listen, let the dead bury the dead. My grandma used to say that all the time. Let the dead bury the dead. He said, I'm trying to position y'all for a next level of discipleship. And the people said, wait a minute, I need to say goodbye to my family. That's an excuse regarding priority. You can tell a lot by your positioning by looking at your priority. I know where your value is. Whoever you will jump out there for, whoever you will give your last for, whoever you will put it out there. Oh, you will jump up and make sure you run to the store at the midnight hour for the children, but then you can need something and sit there and live in the land of lack. Oh, mama can ask for it, or your friends can ask for it. Oh, baby, you're going to do what you got to do. And then behind the closed doors, you struggling and can't figure it out. Huh? Excuse regarding priority. Listen, the Bible says it like this. No man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom. Your butt's going to get you canceled out of your kingdom promise. I hope y'all hearing tonight. The people. Oh, let's keep talking about the people. The people. Let's look on down that chapter, Luke 14 and 16. God was trying to position the people for provision. I'm trying to provide for y'all, right? I'm trying to he had a party. The king said, come on, whosoever will, just come on. I'm trying to position you to sit at the table. But one said, but I bought land that I got to tend to. That's an excuse regarding materialism. What? Because I got to tend to this. I don't want people thinking I'm this, and I don't want somebody want to borrow a Band-Aid. I told y'all I'm going left and right. I hope y'all sharing tonight. I'm off the chain, but I got land I need to attend to, material things. Listen, the house gonna be there when you come back. But I gotta go take care of that. They need me at this meeting. It'll be there when you come back. I can promise you, it's not gonna fall apart. I can promise you, they'll replace you. Somebody else, another one said, but I bought 5 yoke of oxen and I need to prove them. That's an excuse regarding carnal provision. You saying, but God, I'm out here. He's saying, listen, cast your net into the deep. I'm calling you higher. I know you working this 9 to 5, but I'm trying to give you provision. God, sorry. I know you trying to keep me up, wake me up in the midnight hours to give me supernatural strategies for spiritual strategies for supernatural success. But I would rather go to work and just keep doing this with no intention or no plan of putting back and saving so I can do what I'm called to do. Now, I don't want what you're going to provide. Let me figure out how to do it myself. Get your butt out the way. But one said, but I'm married. That's an excuse regarding relational priority. Well, who's first? What if it wasn't if it's not the marriage, it's your children. But I don't know who's going to keep these kids. Well, who keep them when you want to go on vacation? Well, who keep them when you're going to get your hair done? Well, who keep them when you go on a retreat? But when it comes to doing what you called to do, well, you've got to put your hand to the plow. All of a sudden, it's a but. You got a but. All of these excuses biblically, I told you I'm going to deal with the biblical side, and then I'm going to deal with the philosophy of it, because these are the 2 areas where kingdom people are not advancing. And these are the 2 places where it's continually in conflict. Excuses excluded them from their purpose, from their promise, from their profit, from their peace, from progression, from provision. Excuses. It's time to shift. And I'm going to tell you what you need to shift from. You've got to do something. You've got to shift from what I like to call the atmosphere of ambiguity. Y'all don't like when I talk like this. You've got to shift from the atmosphere of ambiguity. Ambiguity is this place where you're neither here nor there. When you're in the atmosphere of ambiguity, when people ask you questions like, well, when you supposed to be finishing your book? Oh, I don't really have an exact, I'm just still kind of feeling around, kind of waiting on God. I'm still kind of trying to, well, when you gonna move? Because you said you were planning on moving. Yeah, I just got a few more little loose ends. Just atmosphere ambiguity. No set plan. I'm just trying to, I'm just waiting to see. And I got some other things I got to finish up some stuff. You see how that's just so ambiguous? You ain't giving me a clear answer. When are you going to come on over here and visit me? When are you going to sign up for this program? When are you going to go back to school? When are you going to open up your own ministry? When are you going to, yeah, I'm waiting. I got some stuff I need to kind of finish up, and I gotta, close out some stuff, and then I gotta get a handle on some other things, and then I gotta move some stuff around. That's the atmosphere of ambiguity. I'm calling it out tonight. We've got to shift from the atmosphere of ambiguity. We're talking in a miss, and we're wondering why there's no manifestation, because you ain't got no target for it to hit. Ooh, the angels encamped around me all day. That's the problem. They just encamped. You ain't giving them no job to do. You've not given them, your faith has not activated them to do something, to produce something, to make something happen. I messed around and got mad. Atmosphere of ambiguity. There's nothing definitive in what you're talking about. Yeah, honey, one day I'm gonna be able to do it. I gotta put some stuff back and I gotta move some stuff around and I got to look at some stuff. What you looking at? Help me figure it out. What you looking at? Because that same bank account you looking at, you need to look at it when you be swiping for them shoes and swiping for that Big Mac. We've got to start leveling up in different areas of our lives. The atmosphere of ambiguity. We always talking about it, but we not being about it. At some point, we've got to shift from the atmosphere of ambiguity to the realm of responsibility. Now, this is the kind of stuff we don't want to hear. But if we're going to ever move in the kingdom, this is what it's going to take. We have to shift from the atmosphere of ambiguity to the realm of responsibility. When are you going to be responsible for something? You live in this atmosphere of ambiguity. It's always, honey, one day I'm going to be able to. What day? Pull your calendar up. See, you're talking to the wrong person. It's time to shift. Get your butt out of the way. I'm sick of these butts. If I'm sick of them, I wonder what God is thinking. Honey, one day I'm going to be able to afford. Well, listen, if you're talking to me, see, that's why people don't want coaching. That's why they don't want to sign up for my coaching and my mentorship, because I get you out of the atmosphere of ambiguity, and we need the realm of responsibility. What day? One day, like what? You got 365 of them to choose from. Pick one. You're going to be able, one day you're going to be able to afford what? So let's put this app on your phone, this budget app, because we're going to need to track your money. We're going to need to figure out what you're doing with it. We're going to figure out where you're, honey, one day if I had the time, if I did it, these excuses, they exclude you. Honey, if I had the time to do it, which, honey, I got to try to see. No. You got 12 hours. You got 24 hours. So let's pull out about 12 of them and let's break it down. Let's pick a time. Because you have it. I can't hear nobody saying nothing in this comment section tonight. And so we've got to shift from the atmosphere of ambiguity to the realm of responsibility. We don't want no responsibility, because with responsibility comes accountability. And so let's look at the philosophy of excuses. I just walked you through the word and I showed you all the people that with the biblical butts, right, that got in their way. But now let's deal with the philosophy, because y'all know I'm a philosopher. That's where my degree is. I want to deal with the philosophy of excuses and why we're making them. And so I want you to, my mama say crickets. It's crickets up in here. Can't hear nobody. So I want you to ask yourself a question. Ask your social media neighbor a question. Why is your butt so big? Ooh, don't nobody want this kind of teaching tonight. Why is your butt so big? Well, I'm going to give you these reasons and I'm going to get out of your way. Why is your butt so big? It's 10 reasons why your butt is so big. Because, we out here wondering why things aren't manifesting in our lives. We're out here wondering why we're not seeing. We sitting on the side of the road and we're looking at people jumping into the pool and getting healed and getting delivered and getting the next level of their life taken care of. And we just saying, I wish, honey, I would do that too. But child, I got to deal with this. Honey, I want that same thing, but y'all go ahead and have it. Ooh, I wish I could have that, but y'all know why your butt's so big. Ain't nobody helping me over here. Why's your butt so big? I'm going to give you 10 reasons why your butt is so big. I see y'all in this comment section lit now. Why's your butt so big? Now, before I give you these 10 things, let me say something. Because I want to propel you guys into something, because I know I've pinched you tonight, right? We dealt with get your butt out the way, and I'm going to give you 10 reasons why your butt is so big. And these 10 things are going to, if you apply them to your lives, it's really going to help you shift. It's really going to help you begin to finally start seeing some manifestation in your life. But let me just say this really quick. Most of you all, if you follow me, you know this. I have an amazing boardroom conference that's coming up at the end of this month. month, in a few weeks. My team, we had a meeting today, and my team decided to do a flash sale. They have knocked hundreds and hundreds of dollars off of all of the prices. They're letting regular seats go at VIP. Like, you purchase a regular ticket, you're going to get a VIP upgrade for free. You purchase a VIP ticket, we have added in a special VIP mastermind with me. We have added in, if you get regular tickets, VIP means now you get to be a part of the boardroom. The brunch that we're having, the lunch that we're having with the speakers, you're going to get access to so many different things. We already have a boardroom, like, you're going to get access to everything. I'm going to be honest. I don't know how long this flash sale is going to be on, because out the kindness of their heart, they putting it together. Now, this is a place where you can get your butt out the way. But some of y'all got some great ideas. Some of y'all have some great potential. Some of you all are operating in a different level of whatever your purpose is. It doesn't matter if it's in leadership, whatever your purpose is, you're doing good, but you're not operating in brilliance. And so my team decided, with these last couple of weeks to go before this event kicks off, I'm going to be dealing with having a blueprint for your boardroom. I'm going to show you how to blueprint out the next level of your life. And I have some of the best that's going to come in a private room that is gorgeous at a beautiful venue, that's going to come and share with us and teach and let us ask live questions. We're going to have beautiful books. We're going to be able to congregate together. We're going to be able to learn from each other. We're going to do live Q&A. We're going to have lunch together. Then for the VIP people, now y'all got a flash sale. So even if you come as a regular ticket, you get bumped up to VIP. And so if you come as a VIP, you're going to get even more stuff, but you get to have a special boardroom brunch the next morning with some renowned speakers. These people handle millions of dollars. These people handle projects for some of the biggest companies. These people have been seen on national TV. You don't want to miss the boardroom conference. I need y'all to go to theboardroomconference.com and grab a ticket. Get your butt out the way and meet me in Charlotte. Do something for yourself. Like, say, you know what, this big butt ain't gonna get in my way this time. I'm coming to the boardroom conference. There are so many upgrades that we've done for this flash sale. So some of you that was like, oh, I would like to come, but that's an investment. No, it's going to be an investment one way or another. But how about we break it down and we took off a few $100s off of the ticket. So now get that butt out the way and show up at the boardroom conference. Like, I love y'all showing up online. This is great. But there is nothing like a actual in-person experience. Invest in yourself. Especially if you were like, I usually travel around this time this year, but I didn't get to go on my little vacation. Well, how about invest into this next level and say, vacation, I need a next level. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to give y'all these 10 reasons why your butt be it, but we're going to birth in the boardroom. I had got this prophetic interruption that there was going to be some birthing in the boardroom. And so some of the things that you have been contemplating, some areas that you're supposed to move into, some things that supposed to be manifested in your life, some things that you feel like you're called to do, some desires that's in your heart, and you're saying, I wish I had instruction, I wish I had information, I wish there was some impartation. We're going to do some birthing. There are some seeds that are going to be planted. When you plant a seed to invest in yourself, to show up at this boardroom conference, the people there are going to turn around and they're going to impregnate you with a different level of purpose. Y'all better hear me. And there's going to be some birthing, some barriers that were keeping you from birthing out some of your ideas. Some of you guys have ministry in you. Some of you all have nonprofits in you. Some of you all have programs in you. Some of you all have a book in you. Some of you all have an idea. Man, I'm feeling this. Y'all better hear me, in you. But you need to be in a birthing room. See, listen, when it's time to give birth, you can't just give birth around anybody. You need some doctors in the house. You need some nurses in the house. You need some specialists in the house. So let me just tell you, we birthing in the boardroom because there are people from every area of marketing, from every area of investment, from every area. I'm telling you, the doctors, the specialists will be in the boardroom, and we're going to do some close and personal birthing in the boardroom. It's easy. Listen, I get it. Some place, you know how in the Bible when the Lord told the disciples that some things only come with prayer and fasting. Let me just say, some things only come by impartation. You got to be in the place, because if you want to give birth, you got to make sure that there are some midwives in the midst. If you want to give birth, if you want to deliver, you're going to need a doctor. And so you got to come to the boardroom. Let us put our hands on you. Let us hug you. Let us help you. Let us invest. Let us see you. You need to be around some different folks to get some different experiences. Some things only come when you put a seed in the ground. A lot of the times we think that the only time we can put seeds in the ground is by sowing in like a prophetic service or in a church. But you can put a seed in the ground when you invest into your own next level of purpose, because the Bible says in Galatians 6:7, be not deceived, God is not mocked. Whatever you sow and wherever you sow. So if you're sowing into boardroom manifestation in different areas of your life, in ministry and business, professionalism, guess what? You're going to reap it. So I just want to push y'all. And I just want to tell y'all, meet me in the birthing room. I know it's the boardroom, but I also believe it's the birthing room. I just believe that barriers are going to be broken. And I can't really tell you what to expect, because all of the experts that are coming in are not just professional, but prophetic. You've got to be in the boardroom. Listen, get your butt out the way. Take away all the excuses and do what you got. Y'all know how we get that I got to do what I got to do attitude, and we make it happen. Listen, don't play with me. I know some of y'all on here, when push comes to shove, you do what you got to do. You put that money together, you move some stuff out the way, you move some stuff around, you pull some favors, you get some stuff, and you make it happen. I need y'all to make it happen and meet me at the boardroom, because it's going to be amazing. Not only do I just want to see y'all, but I really want y'all to have an experience of a lifetime. We never know when these type of opportunities will pass us by. So we're going to birth in the boardroom. So go to the boardroomconference.com. I can guarantee y'all there's a flash sale. Every single thing there is on sale. Hundreds of dollars knocked off. The upgrades are insane. You get bumped up to a different level of what you would have gotten at one price. We've shifted everything up. So everything that you get is at a smaller price point, but it's going to be a higher return, higher value. So let me give y'all these 10 reasons why your butt is big. And then I want everybody to get your butt over to the boardroomconference.com and get your ticket, because I want to see you. And if you can't make it physically in the house, if you say, look, I want to be there, but it's the travel thing that's a problem, guess what? We got virtual tickets. Make the investment so that you can still be in the room, right? So 10 reasons why your butt is so big. Number one, you're experiencing fear. The fear of the unknown keeps us in our comfort zone. It prevents us from venturing out. But what we don't understand, I've said this before, that even though the spirit of fear is an assassin, the emotion of fear is an assistant, right? People are often afraid of things because they don't understand them, or they're lacking all the information that they need. So for instance, this boardroom conference, you're saying, I don't think I can come. But you don't understand that you don't have to be an expert to be in this room. You don't have to already have a business established. You don't already have to be making a certain amount of money. If you know that there is potential on the inside of you, then you should be there. So I'm getting rid of that butt of fear. Understand that the more that you educate yourself about something, the easier it's going to be to overcome that fear. So your butt is big because you're experiencing fear. Number two, your butt is big because you don't want to fail. That's just the truth. You don't want to fail. But here's the reality. Failure is unavoidable. It's inevitable that at some point in our life, we're going to fail. It's just a part of a season in our lives. So whenever you're trying something new, whenever you're taking a risk, there's a chance that you will fail. But this is what's important to understand. You don't lose everything when you fail. Hear me. You don't have to lose. If I fail, I'm going to lose everything. No, you don't. Failure just means that things are not going the way you expect them to go. And you've got to remain flexible so you can get back on track. So if you make excuses to reduce your risk of falling, it means you're never going to try something new because you're afraid to fail. Number three, why is your butt so big? It's because you don't know what to expect. The fear of uncertainty. You don't know what to expect. The fear of uncertainty means that you're worrying about unknown events and what you think is an unforeseeable future, or other circumstances that could come up. Uncertainty makes people uncomfortable because they feel like they don't have enough experience that gives them confidence. And so without experience and perspective, people often make assumptions. They jump to conclusions. Oh, I already know what that's going to be about. No, you don't. You're uncertain. And so because you don't know what to expect, you just start making assumptions that again leads you into having fear. And so the idea though is you have to think of every kind of obstacle that may be there. Well, I don't know what if I don't know anybody? Good. You know me. You know me, a lot of y'all, my Facebook, y'all already told me I'm your online mentor, your online best friend, your online coach. And so a lot of the times we're afraid to go into something new because we don't know what to expect. But that expectation should open the door for anticipation and say, you know what, I don't know what to expect. Why is it that when it's spiritual, we're excited about not knowing what to expect? I don't know what God gonna do, but I'm just excited about whatever he gonna. Why is it that we can't apply that in other areas of our lives? Huh? Simply because we don't know how to integrate a strategy, right? Throughout all aspects of your life, I say often, if it doesn't have a strategy, it's going to end in tragedy. So if you begin thinking about what could possibly happen, at least you'll have a strategy for it and you'll feel better. Your butt won't be as big about talking yourself out of it. Number 4, the reason your butt is so big because you don't have a specific goal. That's that atmosphere of ambiguity, right? I'm your online Tupac. I love it. You don't have a specific goal. If you don't have specific or measurable goals, it's very easy to make excuses so that you can avoid doing it. There's no accountability because you don't have a goal. So you can just say, oh, honey, I'm working on it. See, I can see you couldn't let me coach you because I would say, you're working on it. Let me see your progression plan. Let me see your high level outline. Because that's what we like to do. We like to cultivate the atmosphere of ambiguity. So you don't have a specific goal. Number 5, why is your butt so big? You're scared of making a mistake. That's just the truth. You're scared of making a mistake. Why don't you go live? Oh, because it's live. What if I get up there and mess up? You know how many times I've got up here and forgot stuff? I just say, y'all, wait a minute. I just had a moment. I completely forgot. Give me a second. It shows your humanity. You're afraid of making a mistake. A lot of the times I call that people pleasing paralysis. It's not about the mistake. It's about the perception. I don't want people to perceive me as dumb. I don't want them to perceive me as inadequate. I don't want them to perceive me as not educated. And so we're afraid of making the mistake. And so we get into what I call people pleasing paralysis, right? But your mistakes are actually valuable. That's how you learn. You say, you know what? I didn't give myself enough time to do that. Next time, my phone, oh my God, my phone went dead in the middle of my live. Good. You made that mistake. Now you know to have it charged beforehand. Oh, you know what? My computer messed up and I wasn't able to do that. Now you know to prepare 20 minutes ahead of time just in case something goes left. I'm helping y'all better than y'all posting in this comment section. Number 6, why is your butt so big? You compare yourself to others. Well, of course, you're going to be looking at your butt and somebody else's butt and saying, ooh, when I compare my butt to their butt, my butt look flat. Of course, that's what's going to happen when you're comparing. People often fear being compared to others that you feel like are more talented or better. Oftentimes, we measure ourselves up to see if we perform better or worse than somebody else. And so then we make excuses. And then if we tell the truth, we start being a hater. We do. Well, if I had what she had, I would be able to do it too. Comparing butts. I hope I'm helping. Number 7, the number 7 reason why your butt is so big is because you're trying to protect yourself. This is the truth. It's common that you want to protect yourself from harm in any kind of way, whether it's physical, whether it's emotional, whether it's mental. You like to kind of be aware of what's happening because you want to stay safe. But for that reason, you'll come up with excuses to not do things. You do want to protect yourself, but even though it's important to do it, it can hold you back. And so you may say things like, I'm just protecting myself from rejection because they might not, but now you're also protecting yourself or keeping yourself from opportunity. You're keeping yourself from a chance that could open you up to something that you really do want to do. Last 3, number 8, your butt is so big because you are not motivated. You're not motivated. Eric Thomas said, be stronger than your excuses. If your excuses are stronger than you, there's going to be a problem. We know it. You don't want to write that paper. You don't want to launch that business. You don't want to outline that book. You don't want to eat healthy. You don't want to go to the gym. You don't want to meet new people. We get it. But if you don't have motivation, you're going to cultivate the culprit of complacency. And you're going to say, I just want to know the people I know. Honey, I don't need no new friends. Drake going to mess y'all up with that. I just me, myself, my kids, and they be like, Mama, you ain't got no friends yet. Is there anybody else you can call? Or you ain't doing nothing again? See, we gotta just tell the truth. We're not motivated because we're keeping ourselves in that culprit of complacency. Well, no wonder when you go live, you got 5 people on there because you don't go out there and you don't send out no friend requests. You don't go and then you don't try to dress up your little profile page and change your, doggone well, you don't look like that now. You know that picture was taken 12 years ago. Upgrade that thing. Because when we're motivated when we start putting things in front of us to be accountable to and to step our game up. It's time to move. Get out the way. Number nine, the reason our butt is so big is because we think we lack resources. You'll tell yourself, I don't have the time for that. I don't have the money for that. I don't have the education to do that. That's not, I have to have this kind of title. I have to have this kind of degree. I have to have this kind of experience. I'm not going to be able to do any of those things. I don't have the resources. But can I tell you something that is probably going to pinch you a little bit, but it's going to help you? The way you choose to spend your time and money is how you define your priorities. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. The way you choose to spend your time and your money are a direct reflection of what your priorities are. If you go and look at pull up your Cash App, pull up your payment app, and just look at the biggest things where your money goes. Child, I love it. Go to my grown son. Well, you telling me where your priorities are. Ooh, everything on here is food. That's where your priorities are. Ooh, everything on here is clothes. Hair, makeup, nails. You're showing me where your priorities are. Salah. Pause and think on that. Last but not least, the number 10 reason why your butt is so big is because you're set in your ways. You're stubborn. You tell yourself, I can't change. This is who I am. This is who I'll always be. But when you think about it, is it that you can't change or you don't want to? I say something all of the time, and I'm going to say it tonight. Stop saying you can't when the truth is that you won't. Stop saying you can't when the truth is that you won't. Hun, I can't come to that. No. You can. It's going to require something of you. You just won't do what it takes to make it happen. Hun, I can't afford that. No. You can. If you were to put yourself on a budget, you could do it. Hun, I can't. You can. For you to invest in some courses or even go on YouTube and learn and take time and turn off your notifications and really invest into, I can't do that because my credit, there are a lot of apps. There's a whole lot of to-do tutorials that'll help you get your credit back on track. Honey, stop saying you can't when the truth is that you won't. I can't never have no money. You could put an app on your phone that rounded up your purchases and put the extra money into a savings so that you can. Stop saying you can't when the truth is that you won't. And I think when we are forced to deal with the truth, the reality of restrictions, we'll really realize how big our butts are. Get your butt out the way. Get your butt out the way. That's what I have tonight. Did this help anybody? Let me look in the comment section. Can y'all send me a message? I know I dropped a lot of mics. I know this was real heavy tonight. I know this wasn't cute, but I told y'all I came for y'all tonight. But did this bless y'all tonight? Let me see a yes in the comment section. I just I'm hoping that I didn't hurt y'all so bad, but I really want to position us to be great. I really want to position us for the next level of our purpose. Thank you. You limping, but it's helping. This good soul teaching. Thank you for that. I appreciate that so much, because I want to make sure, we don't get to say that we're kingdom people. We don't get to, claim that our God is rich and he has all of these things. This was heavy, heavy. You were sweating. Thank y'all. We don't get to claim those things, but then we're cultivating, or we're normalizing a level that's beneath us. We're greater than we've become. I want us to always expect the great, but I also want us to execute in greatness. Somebody said they feet hurt. I stepped on toes. Thank y'all, powerful and heavy. Thank y'all so much. But I want y'all to be great. I want all of us to be greater. I want us to go from faith to faith and from glory to glory. Thank you all that tuned in. Thank you all who shared. Thank you all who tagged your friends and put them in it. If you're not following me, make sure that you're following me on all social media outlets. I am everywhere. And so I appreciate everybody for watching and for coming in. You forgot how you were forgetting to breathe. It pierced your soul. That's right. Get your butt out the way. I got you together. Listen, that's what My Job Monday is for. I'll be doing pop-ups probably for the next couple of weeks as I prepare for the boardroom conference. And so I'm probably going to be doing something on Thursday nights. So keep your notifications on. Y'all know sometime around the weekends, I always do some kind of prophetic pop up and just release a prophetic word. So stay connected. But more importantly, I want you guys to really take advantage of the flash sale that my team has put together for you guys to make sure that you are able to show up to the boardroom conference. I want to see y'all in the boardroom because, again, I believe that we're going to birth in the boardroom. Visit theboardroomconference.com. I don't know how long the sale is going to be on. So if you ask me, I can't tell you. But I want to see you guys July 30th and 31st in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's going to be amazing. The speakers are going to be amazing. The food is going to be amazing. The venue is going to be amazing. Everything's going to be amazing. I don't want y'all to miss it, and I don't want you guys to miss your moment, and I don't want you to go another day, to go another level without having all of the resources that you need. So, all right, y'all. I am Dr. Elisa Harney, the Empowerment Specialist. I hope that this gave you exactly what you need. If you need a little more, come back and watch the replay and make sure you tell somebody that it is time to get your butt out the way. All right.